You get to see it.
This is where it gets interesting because what he's putting out there is he says he doesn't know why he failed his physical.
Yeah, Mark Williams, reading this quote from the Charlotte Observer, my agent told me that he failed the physical. I didn't think I had failed the physical. That didn't even cross my mind. The night that I got traded, I played hella minutes. I didn't think in any world that was possible. Since I've been back since the start of the year, I've played games with a lot of minutes. I feel like every injury I've had has been well documented and I've recovered and it's been 100% since. So I don't know what went into that decision. I think that's up to them.
First quote I ever heard when somebody said hella minutes. First ever sports quote I ever heard in my life where somebody said hella minutes.
Is he from Northern California?
Hella, right?
Right.
That's
why I'm
a NoCal thing. But that's weird because he's right. I mean, if you failed a physical, you would know. You probably know there's an injury going in and they found it. Well, how do you not know that you failed the physical?
This is what I think is really interesting about it. And ultimately, first of all, he's from Norfolk.
Norfolk, okay. They use hella there too.
VA.
Yeah. VA. There you go.
There is a certain...
Did you guys use hella?
I use hella.
Okay, there you go.
But it's just kind of like a vernacular.
Hella. Yeah,
I know it started in NorCal, and it's much more...
It's what they say up there. Yeah.
But with Mark Williams and like his failed physical, like we don't know all the exacts yet in terms of what went into that. And I think in a lot of ways we don't deserve to know. Like Mark Williams is entitled both, HIPAA laws, but also for his career.
We don't need to know what the injury was.
Right.
Yeah.
Or just what
they found. Yeah.
And my theory, because I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories about this on both sides. Charlotte was trying to put something past the Lakers because they thought they'd be desperate enough for a center and miss stuff.
They sold you damaged goods.
Right.
Okay.
More damage than the Lakers even suspected.
But he's
knowingly.
saying that I played the night before and I'm fine.
He had been playing.
Right.
Mark Williams had been playing. There's also conspiracy theory that Rob Pelinka got, buyer's remorse or cold feet last minute, and they're lying about a failed physical because they decided they didn't want to give up that much.
Why would you get cold feet about this guy? Because of what you see in the X-ray?
Well, no, more like the idea of we gave up too much for Mark Williams.
We gave up too much to get this guy.
Right.
Okay.
They took advantage of the idea that we really needed a center. We were trying to make Luka happy.
Yeah. Cold water to you?
This is my personal theory.
Yeah.
Both the Lakers and the Hornets ultimately learned about things in Mark Williams' physical that surprised both of them. The Lakers, by definition, if you're trading for Mark Williams, you have to have a certain amount of risk tolerance because the guy's only played 80 games over 3 seasons. You don't trade for him without some degree of risk tolerance. It's impossible.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it is totally, totally plausible that there were things going on with Mark Williams' body that the Hornets weren't even necessarily looking for, because when they're rehabbing his injuries, they are looking for the specific things that they're trying to fix. Every time you go through rehab, it's not accompanied by head-to-toe examinations, deep looks under the hood. They're focusing on one area. So I think it is entirely possible that both sides were genuinely surprised by this.
I did have a sinister thought. It's not really sinister, but when they do these physical, it's thorough, right?
Yeah.
They test your urine.
Yes.
They test your blood. They test everything.
That's how many years ago Ronny Turioff, he learned about his heart condition from the Lakers' physical.
There was a guy that learned he had brain cancer after he got knocked out. So he got a concussion, went to the hospital, got the CAT scan. Oh, you know what? Ooh. You have brain cancer. So you never know what these things will show down the road. And that might also make sense. He may not know. They may not know. This is what we found. We can't sign you. Don't know. But like he said, I believe what he said. I didn't know I flunked that physical. I just played.
Well, he would have no reason to suspect that a team that traded for him, knowing about his injury history. It's not a secret. I'm not a Charlotte insider, but I know how many games Mark Williams has played.
Yeah.
You look it up. There's no reason for Mark Williams even to suspect that he'd fail a physical by a team that wanted him.
Right. I know. It's weird. But the other part of his quote that got me, and maybe it's kind of like hella minutes. Maybe it's just how he said it. Can't write it any other way, NBA script. Can't write it any other way, period, or question mark. NBA script.
Lakers get what they want.
Lakers get what they want. What does that mean?
I can't think of the conspiracy piece of this where the Lakers somehow come out better. Okay, here's the other conspiracy. that Rob Pelinka made this trade knowing that he was going to eventually rescind it, but he wanted to show Luka, we are committed, because Luka reportedly wanted like a rim running center to replicate Daniel Gafford.
So
Derek
we're just
Lively.
doing this for show.
Right, which I don't believe, because if that ever gets out, good luck getting other teams to do business
But he
with you.
says NBA script.
Like the league decided.
He said it. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know what he means.
I'm guessing it's.
And the Lakers get
it's
what they
just
want.
This is the story.
I thought the Lakers wanted you. That's what they traded for you.
I don't think it's alleging conspiracy as much as this is just the script of the story, that how it played out. That's my guess.
This is the scuba diver in a tree. How'd you get up there? I don't know. You know,
Right.
I have no idea.
Weird writer's room.
Right. It's just weird. Yeah, it's crazy. Emily, do you have a thought with an NBA script?
I just think, like I said, it's the idea that Lakers get what they want, and if they, like Andy said, they had to make a move at this trade, but if they wanted to back out at the last second, Lakers get everything they want, and that's the script.
This is the most time we've devoted to a story going nowhere.
Well, it's because it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
This never, like once every 10 or so years, a guy will fail a physical to a point where trade's rescinded. Because sometimes guys fail physicals,
but
then the deal gets amended to offset the guy's failed physical.
True.
But because this was so close to the close to the trade deadline, and the examination didn't happen until after the deadline, you can't amend it.
True. And the only, it's not the only, one of the only reasons we care about it is because he's here tonight. He's going to play.
I know.
Yeah. And if I'm him, like I said, I'd be going bonkers.
Ham.
Yeah. Absolutely. I may start hard fouling people. Why not?
I mean, what difference does it make?
You better
probably
have
feels like Charlotte doesn't want him anyway.
You better have a goon on your bench, because I'm coming after you, your top two dudes.
Yeah, exciting for Trey Jemison III. He might get some minutes tonight. All right.